maybe they just sat down. And he said, all right, Elijah, you've been with me for 10 years. Now, what is it you really want? Tell me before God takes me. And he said, Elisha, sir, this is what I want. I want a double portion of the Spirit that rests on you. I want it to rest on me. And do you know what he was asking him? He was saying, I want you to treat me like a son. Your favorite son. The favorite son in a Jewish home. The one that was going to be the heir. He's the one that got a double portion. All the other sons got a single portion. But the heir, remember the prodigal son? Prodigal son says, give me my inheritance that will be due me when you pass on. I want it now. See? And then later on, when he comes back, the older son said, you never made a feast for me. He said, you got it all. He said, you got the inheritance. You got the double portion. See? You got the double portion. That double portion was the inheritance of the heir. So there was that double portion. He said, I want it. That's what I want. And Elijah said, oh. He said, man, you ask hard things. He said, do you realize how hard that is? He said, but I'll tell you what. If you see me when I go, then you'll get it. You'll get exactly what you asked for. If you see me, you'll get it. So there was Elijah, and they got up, and Elisha got up, and they were just kind of walking, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there was this just like a wind, a whirlwind come down, and as it come down, Elisha went this way, and Elijah went this way. And talk about keeping your eyes on the goal. Elisha, when he was fallen, he said, my father, the chariots of heaven and the horsemen thereof. And he never saw him again. And then he went over, and on the ground was Elijah's mantle. Elijah's mantle. And he said, grabbed his tunic, or his robe, and he tore it, showing that he was in mourning for Elijah. And then he picked up the mantle, and he walked back to the Jordan River, and he went, where is the God of Elijah? Where is he? And the waters went hither and thither. I already explained to you what that was, so I don't have to do it again. Anyways, and he walked across. And when he walked across, there was 50 sons of the prophets standing there, and they'd been watching. See, the hangers-on. they'd been watching, and they said, and they fell down on their knees and they said, "Oh, Master Elisha, we'll serve you now." See, this was the stumblebum. Remember him? The guy that ran errands, the guy that washed hands, the guy that swept floors. But he wasn't sweeping floors anymore. Now he was God's man. And he was in God's place. And they got up and they said, "Let us go and search for Elijah." He said, "Don't go. Don't go." And they pressed him so much. See, this is the thing about hangers-on. They don't really care what the Word is all about or what is the proper thing to do. See, they see it the way they want to see it. Those 50 sons of the prophets, they saw it the way that they wanted to see it. And they said, maybe God just took them up so far and then threw them back down again. Well, why would God do that to his prophet? Why would he do it? You know, it doesn't even make sense. See? And Elisha was saying, "Don't go, don't go." And they pressed him and pressed him and pressed him. And finally he said, "All right, then, go ahead." And they went over and they searched and they searched and they couldn't find him. And when they came back, they said, "We couldn't find him." He said, "Didn't I tell you not to go?" See? Now, he didn't put any judgment on him or anything for that, but he just reprimanded him and said, "Didn't I tell you not to go?" See, they weren't prepared to really serve Elisha when it came to something that they disagreed with. They got down on their hands and knees and they said, "We are your servants." And he said, "Don't go." And then they went anyways. And he come back and he was just reinforcing that if you're a servant, then you're going to obey your master. You know, didn't I tell you not to go? That's the problem, see, with everything. We want things, and we want it this way, and we want it that way, but we don't really want to line up with the Word. Let me just go back here again. "If any man serve me, let him follow me. And where I am, there shall also be my servant be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor." See, God will honor us for being a servant. Sirs, we would see Jesus. See, why do you want to see him? What's the reason? Do you want to serve him, or do you want to be there for the loaves and fishes, things like that?